คุณกำลังฟังสถานีวิทยุ AM 1575 กิโลเฮิรตซ์สรานรมเรดิโอวิทยุการทูตเพื่อประชาชนเชื่อมไทยสู่โลกเชื่อมโลกสู่ไทย
สวัสดีครับ and welcome back to Inside MFA with me เสทัศน์พิญโยเชโชติ Inside MFA on airs every Friday morning from 6 to 6:30 a.m. If you are interested in all things related to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, be sure to tune in at AM 1575 kHz to Saranrom Radio. Tune in for interesting programs and stories that are available throughout the weekdays. And for today's session will be about the main recap of the weekly press briefing by Director General of Department of Information and MFA spokesperson that was held on the 4th of July. The speech was particularly about four main topics, including: first, the outcomes of the Bhutanese Prime Minister's visit to Thailand. Second, outcomes of Foreign Minister's visit to Cambodia. Third, India granting visa fee exemption for ordinary Thai passport holders. And fourth, upcoming missions abroad. So that's all for the main topics of recap today. Now, before listening to the summary recap, sit back and enjoy the updates of current July news of the MFA here at Inside MFA. On the 4th of July, HE Mr. Russ Jalichandra, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, welcomed HE David Daly, Ambassador of the EU to Thailand, during a courtesy call. Both sides noted with satisfaction the continued dynamism in Thailand-EU relations, particularly the remarkable progress of the third round of Thailand-EU FTA negotiations and EU support for Thailand's OECD membership. They also discussed Schengen visa exemption for Thai ordinary passports and emphasized the importance of continued cooperation in preventing IUU fishing, as well as the needed to amend the fisheries law to minimize negative impacts on all parties involved. Both sides also took this opportunity to exchange views on political situation in Thailand, including Thailand's recent achievement on human rights agenda and the situation in Myanmar. Furthermore, on the 5th of July 2024, Mrs. Eksiri Pintaruchi, Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs, welcomed HE Mrs. Daniela Brindusa Basavan, Ambassador of Romania to Thailand, during a courtesy call. Both sides discussed ways to promote trade, investment, tourism, education, as well as people-to-people ties. The Thai side emphasized readiness and determination to achieve FTA with the EU, and sought Romania's support for Thailand's effort for visa-free access to the Schengen area for holders of Thai ordinary passports. Thailand and Romania have enjoyed cordial relations since the establishment of the diplomatic relations on 1st June of 1973. Both countries celebrated the 50th anniversary of their relations last year in 2023. Furthermore, on the July 5th, HE Mr. Maris Sangiem Pongsa, Minister of Foreign Affairs, on behalf of Prime Minister, discussed with Mr. François Corbin, Special Representative of the French Minister for Europe and Foreign Affairs, for economic relations with ASEAN countries, and Vice President of MEDEF International (MEDFI), during the latter's visit to Thailand. Both sides welcomed the dynamism of Thailand-France relations and the robust collaboration amongst the private sectors. They discussed the progress in bilateral economic cooperation, especially EEC, Airport Rail Link, expansion of Utapao Airport, e-passport production, clean energy initiatives, and cooperation in the defense industry. They also reiterated commitment to strengthening collaboration across all sectors to elevate bilateral relations to strategic partnership. On this occasion, Foreign Prime Minister underscored Thailand's role as a pivotal gateway for connecting France to strategic regional markets. He also expressed Thailand's readiness to host the second session of the France-Thailand Business Forum later this year. Also recalling back on the 21st to 22nd of May 2024, Mr. Paisan Upanishikit, Deputy Permanent Secretary for Foreign Affairs of Thailand, on behalf of the Permanent Secretary, ASEAN Senior Official Thailand, headed a Thai delegation to the 21st ASEAN-Canada Dialogue in Ottawa, Canada. The meeting was co-chaired by Canada and Malaysia. As a country coordinator for ASEAN-Canada Dialogue relations, Thailand highlighted key areas to take ASEAN-Canada strategic partnership forward under the ASEAN Lookout on the Indo-Pacific (AOIP) and Canada's Indo-Pacific Strategy. Particularly, first, human capital development to prepare our workforce for future industries. Second, sharing of best practices on regenerative tourism through the ASEAN Center for Sustainable Development Studies and Dialogue, or the ACSDSD, located in Bangkok. Third, enhancing people-to-people exchanges through promoting air connectivity as well as ease of travel through enhanced visa facilitation. On this occasion, the Deputy Permanent Secretary also had a bilateral meeting with Mr. Weldon Ep, the Deputy Assistant Minister, Indo-Pacific, to exchange views on how to enhance cooperation between Thailand and Canada, particularly in trade and investment, including by reiterating the commitment to conclude the ASEAN-Canada FTA negotiations by 2025. The Deputy Permanent Secretary also expressed Thailand's appreciation of Canada's support for Thailand's application for the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development (OECD) membership and for Thailand's candidature to the Human Rights Council for the terms 2025 to 2027. Moreover, the Deputy Permanent Secretary also met Mrs. Melania Joly, the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Canada, at the official welcoming reception hosted by Canada for ASEAN senior officials, and attended the briefing sessions on cybersecurity and Canada's Indo-Pacific strategy, presented by the government, private sector, and academia representatives of Canada. On the 7th of July 2024, His Excellency Wan Muhammad Noor Matha, the President of National Assembly and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, welcomed His Eminence Professor Dr. Ahmad Mohammad Ahmad E.I. Tayyab, Grand Imam Sheikh of A.I. Azhar of Egypt, who paid a courtesy call at the Parliament during His Eminence's visit to Thailand as guest of the Royal Thai Government from the 5th to the 8th of July 2024. During the meeting, the Thai side expressed appreciation for the visit of Grand Imam, which coincides with the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between Thailand and Egypt, and it is also His Eminence's first visit to the Parliament of Thailand. In addition, both sides discussed ways to further promote cooperation in education, religion, and culture, while the Thai side expressed appreciation to the Al-Azhar University and the Egyptian side for scholarships continuously granted to Thai students to study Islamic studies, Arabic language, and sciences in Egypt every year. On this occasion, the President of National Assembly and the Speaker of the House of Representatives of Thailand also hosted a luncheon in honor of the Grand Imam, Sheikh of Al-Azhar. On 9th July 2024, H.E. Mrs. Eksiri Pintaruchi, Permanent Secretary of Foreign Affairs of Thailand, met with H.E. Mr. Sun Weidong, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs of China at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs at China, Beijing. Both sides exchanged views on regional and international issues of mutual interest. They took this opportunity to coordinate in preparation for the 57th ASEAN Foreign Ministers Meeting and ASEAN Post-Ministerial Conference AMM/PMC, as well as other upcoming bilateral and regional frameworks, including the 9th Mekong Lanseng Cooperation Foreign Ministers Meeting and the 7th Thailand-China Strategic Dialogue. On 8th July 2024, H.E. Mr. Russ Jalichandra, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, received a courtesy call by H.E. Mr. Pham Viet Hung, Ambassador of Vietnam to Thailand. The Vice Foreign Minister congratulated the new Vietnamese ambassador to Thailand on his assumption of duty and emphasized the importance of further fostering the strategic partnership between Thailand and Vietnam. Both sides discussed the vast potential to enhance bilateral cooperation in trade, investment, and people-to-people exchanges. They also stressed the important role of both countries in the development of Mekong sub-region and ASEAN. And now, it's time to move on to the 4th of July summary recap of the weekly press briefing. The first topic is of the outcomes of Bhutanese Prime Minister's visit to Thailand on 25th to 28th June 2024, which represented a very timely event to commemorate the occasion of the 35th anniversary of Thai-Bhutanese diplomatic relations this year. H.E. Dacho Sering-Tobgay, Prime Minister of Bhutan and spouse, paid an official visit to Thailand and had a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister. During the visit, they agreed to promote trade, investment, tourism, education, and medicine, as well as to expedite the negotiations on the Thailand-Bhutan FTA, and welcomed the first ever living donor renal transplant surgeries in Bhutan, which was successfully sponsored by the Royal Thai government. Both sides signed 2 MOUs, namely 1. MOU for academic cooperation and exchange of faculty members between Department of Medical Services, Ministry of Public Health, Thailand and Kesar Gyalpo, University of Medical Sciences of Bhutan, and 2. MOU on cooperation in the field of tourism between Department of Tourism, Royal Government of Bhutan and Tourism Authority of Thailand, and designated areas of sustainable tourism administration, public organization, Royal Thai government. The Prime Minister of Bhutan has also had bilateral meetings with the Minister of Tourism and Sports, Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs and Bangkok Bank executives, as well as gave a lecture at Chulalongkorn University. So moving on to the second main topic, which is the outcome of Foreign Minister's visit to Cambodia on the 27th of June 2024. The Minister of Foreign Affairs paid an official visit to Cambodia to follow up on progress in various areas of cooperation, pay courtesy calls on the Prime Minister of Cambodia, as well as discuss with the President of the Senate of Cambodia and the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation of Cambodia. Thailand and Cambodia hope to increase trade from currently 280 billion baht to 525 billion baht, alongside jointly developed a Special Economic Zone or SEZ to facilitate border trade and investment, which the Joint Border Committee or the JBC will discuss further. Both sides are also ready to promote the tourism business under the Thai Prime Minister's 6 Countries, 1 Destination initiative. In addition, they were also committed to strengthen cooperation in addressing cross-border issues, including haze, call center gangs, online scams, and drug trafficking. On this occasion, they also expressed their gratitude for the facilitation of the construction of their respective consulates general in Songkhla and Siem Reap. Moving on to the third topic, India granting visa fee exemption for ordinary Thai passport holders. On the 28th June 2024, the government of India has announced a visa fee exemption scheme for holders of ordinary Thai passports to promote tourism. The exemption applies to e-tourist visas and is effective from 1st of July to 31st December of 2024. Under this scheme, Thai tourists can apply for e-tourist visas to visit India for up to 30 days with double entry without paying any fees. Prior to this, the Thai government announced a visa exemption for Indian tourists to visit Thailand for up to 30 days during 10 November 2023 to the 10th of May 2024 and renewed until 11th November 2024. Later on 28th of May 2024, the cabinet approved in principle the exemption of visas for foreign tourists from 93 countries/territories, including Indian tourists, to stay in Thailand for no more than 60 days. India's visa fee exemption scheme for Thai tourists this time proved to be a special case made on a reciprocal basis. These tourism promotion measures of both countries has reflected close relations between Thailand and India, as well as the importance attached to people-to-people ties, which are a foundation of strong, cordial bilateral relations. And lastly, moving on to the last main topic, which is the upcoming missions abroad. Official visit to the Republic of Philippines. The Minister of Foreign Affairs had been on an official visit to the Philippines during the 3rd to 4th of July 2024 at the invitation of H.E. Mr. Enrique A. Manalo, Secretary of Foreign Affairs in the Philippines, as part of the celebration of the 75th anniversary of Thailand and Philippines diplomatic relations, and will pave the way for Prime Minister's upcoming official visit this year. The Foreign Minister will have a bilateral meeting with the Secretary of Foreign Affairs of the Philippines today to discuss ways to further strengthen cooperation in various fields, including security, trade and investment, tourism, as well as exchange views on regional and international situations of mutual interest. He already met with the Thai business community and Thai government agencies under Team Thailand in the Philippines yesterday. Official visit to the People's Republic of China. The Minister of Foreign Affairs is scheduled to pay an official visit to China from the 8th to the 10th of July 2024 at the invitation of H.E. Mr. Wang Yi, member of the Political Bureau at the CPC Central Committee, Director of the Office of the Central Commission for Foreign Affairs, and Minister of Foreign Affairs of China. The Foreign Minister will co-chair the second meeting of the consultation mechanism, pay a courtesy call on H.E. Mr. Han Seng and Vice President of China, as well as have a meeting with H.E. Mr. Liu Jianchao, Minister of the International Department of the Central Committee of the Communist Party of China, or the CPC. And that's a wrap for today's session. I hope you all have a great weekend off, and I hope you all enjoyed tuning in at MFA Inside this week. This week, I'll end with another international relation quote by Irving Kristol. He says, "Power breeds responsibilities. In international affairs as in domestic or even in private, to dodge or disclaim these responsibilities is one form of the abuse of power." This is me signing off. Be sure to tune in next week at Saranrom Radio at the same time. I'm เศรษฐัฐ พิญโยเทโชติ สวัสดีครับ